Hello again, we are back with yet another unboxing video. This time we have a haul from Big Bad Toy Store. Big Bad Toy Store is a little different for me because it's not like, hey, it's new releases out of Japan. This is all overseas stuff. I've used them when I first got into the hobby and still do to this day. So definitely check them out. I constantly get Ichiban and, crane figures from their website. So if you do want to get anything in today's video, I will have affiliate links for everything in the description. Without further ado, we got 3 big boxes from Big Bad Toy Store. So let us have a big bad opening on all 3 of them, starting with this little one up here, and we'll try and grow into the larger ones. So let's dive right in. All right, box number 1 is something that I've been wanting to start for a very long time. So if those who don't know, I'm a massive Pokemon fan. I love Pokemon. I've played every single main series game. I have Legends ZA and I just haven't started it yet because I've been so busy and I've actually been playing other stuff. So just haven't gotten in the mood yet to start playing the game on Switch 2. But I did want to start collecting the RFX Pokemon figures. These just really speak to what I want in collecting. It's trainers that you either play as or notable trainers like gym leaders, Elite Four members, and all that stuff. But like this one is May, they use her Japanese name, May with Sutarja? I don't know. It's Snivy. It's Rosa and Snivy from Pokemon Black and White. I think she's from Black and White 2. No, she's Black and White. No, yeah, she's Black and White 2. I forget. Well, she's one of the female trainer that you play in either Black and White 2. I should replay those games. It's been a long time. Black and White is like the peak of the series, in my opinion. But yeah, wanted to start collecting RFXJ figures, but of course I couldn't just get one. I also had to get, I believe his name is Ethan, and Chimchar. I love Gen 4, Diamond and Pearl, and Platinum, specifically Platinum, are some of my favorite games in the Pokemon series. I love the lore of the region and the kind of the god hierarchy of all the legendary Pokemon. Just an awesome region with some of the best music too. But yeah, and the starters are awesome. Chimchar is really cool. I'm more of a Piplup guy, but I do love me some Chimchar, but definitely wanted to start these. RFXJ aren't the most cost efficient figures, but they are still high quality from what I can tell, and so I'm really excited to open those up and see what they're all about. But without all that, or without further ado, whatever. Let's move on to the second box. Okay, we got some other cool stuff in here. I don't think I got any Dragon Ball related things in these boxes. So if you are looking for Dragon Ball stuff, I'm sorry. Maybe this will go on my second channel. If you guys are watching this on my second channel, then great. And if not, then whatever. Cool. We do have a Master Lee's figure. We have the Master Lee's, oh, it's backwards. Master Lee's Rengoku from Demon Slayer. So I've been slowly building up my Demon Slayer collection. And I so far have the first Master Lee's Tanjiro, I have the last one prize Tengen, and of course now I have the one and only Rengoku Master Lee's. So I am hoping that the quality is pretty good. I know when it comes to some non-Dragon Ball Master Lee's, it could be hit or miss, so we're gonna find out. I'll probably review him, Tengen, and Tanjiro kind of like in a collective video. And I do have a Tanjiro, extra Tanjiro Master Lee's figure that is sealed. So I might do a giveaway in that. So make sure you subscribe and check that out. We also have a Grandista in here from one of my favorite anime of all time. And it is the first ever Grandista Chainsaw Man of Denji. So they released Grandista Denji and they released Grandista Bomb Devil, Reze. I have not gotten Reze because her Grandista sold out pretty fast on Big Bad Toy Store, but I do still think Denji's on there, and sometimes they do restock these figures, so even if they're missing on the website, you can always keep an eye on it and they might get some restocks. You never know. So that is just the name of the game. Got plenty of stickers from Big Bad Toy Store this time around. But we got more stuff in here, some more Ichiban Kuji. This one's really fun. and it's Elemental Hero, Flame Wing Man. I love Yu-Gi-Oh, but specifically, I was more of a Yu-Gi-Oh GX guy. I did experience Yu-Gi-Oh originally, like the first one, and I do love it. I love Yugi, Kaiba, Joey, all those great characters, Dark Magician, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Buster Blader, the Egyptian gods, but something about GX around the time that it came out, I think I was in middle school, it really spoke to me. So characters like Jaden and the Elemental Heroes specifically are my favorite cards in the whole series. Flame Wingman is just such a cool looking monster with really cool effects. Like, I loved how they fuse together and all that stuff. So really excited to open up an Ichiban show of Flame Wingman. But of course you can't just do Flame Wingman. You need the protagonist. You need Yuki Judai, aka Jaden Yuki. By the way, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX was my first sub-anime. That's how I started to discover as a kid in middle school that anime is a Japanese product and it comes out earlier in Japan in Japanese, and then they translate it over here. And that's when I started to realize, wow, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is actually kind of dark. People die in this series, which we didn't get in the West, but I am looking forward to that. And, of course, we have a Masterly's Roy Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist. So this essentially completes the Full Metal Alchemist Ichiban Kuji that I've been collecting. I have Edward, I have Father, and now I have Roy. There is a last one prize Edward where he has his arm regained and he has Alphon's helmet in his hand. And there's an alternate version of Roy Mustang that I used to have where he's activating his flame technique. I just don't know if I'm really that compelled to get a version that just has like a flame effect on it that never came out in America and paying a higher price for it, as well as, you know, getting a slightly different version of Edward in a look that's not as iconic as him with his metal arm. So I will be doing a review of the whole set together now that I have all three, so you guys can look forward to that. And here's a figure that I used to own that I've recently recollected, obviously, and is the Masterly's Kuzan. Aokiji from One Piece. Man, One Piece, and I gotta admit this, guys, I love One Piece. I've been a manga reader ever since 2020, and I started watching the anime for the first time around 2021, and I made it up to, I forget. I made it up to a certain point, and me and my fiance started watching it. We finished the Foxy Pirates section of One Piece, and I was really disappointed in how they paced that, like the filler and the additional stuff just really soured my mood on the anime. So I'm really hoping that the Wit remake that's coming kind of steers things in a better direction for One Piece, so that way we can watch a more cohesive, better animated, more modern version of One Piece. Kind of like how One Piece is now. Like, I've seen Wano, like clips of Wano and Egghead and that stuff, and that's what I really want to see. So really do hope that the Wit remake turns things around. But of course I love One Piece, so I'm going to collect the Masterly's figures. But that's the second box. We have one final box, and let's see if we've saved the best for last. Okay, we may have actually saved the best for last. I think there's only two big figures in here, and these are the first figures I've ever gotten from this series, and it is not an anime, it's not even like, I don't know how to explain it. These are two Softvics. So if you guys know, Softvics are those big Ichiban Kuji figures, like the Uzarus and the, it's mostly the Uzarus, really. I know Berserk has had some, and some other series has had some, but this Ichiban Kuji series is basically exclusively Softvics, and it's from some of my favorite movie series of all time, Godzilla. So I decided to get, of course, the version of Godzilla from my favorite Godzilla movie now, Godzilla -1. So I got the Heat Ray version of Godzilla 2023, if you want to call him that way. But I didn't get him alone. I also got the one that I grew up with, the 1991 Heat Ray version of Godzilla from the 91 movie. So really interested to see how those compare to other Softvics, and hoping to God that they fit on my shelves somehow. But yeah, super cool set of stuff that I got. I think there's a lot of variety here, so there will be reviews or at least YouTube shorts for a lot of this stuff. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow me on Instagram and all that stuff. And again, if you want to buy any of these, or if there are figures you see on Big Bad Toy Store and you want to support me, I'll give you an affiliate link. You can ask me for an affiliate link by giving me a link to a product that you see that you're interested in. And if you want to buy it while supporting me, you can just send it and then I'll send you back the affiliate link. So I appreciate your support, guys. I appreciate Big Bad Toy Store. Like I said, one of the best places to shop. $4 flat rate shipping is pretty awesome. And they usually get in some of the best of the best stuff. You can even pre-order a bunch of stuff on there. So either way, appreciate you guys for joining this unboxing video. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next one.